Hi y'all, this is Elaine from Slane's ASMR, and you are now watching Crowbro.
What up, guys? This is Toon Rami, and you're watching Crowbro.
How's it going, guys? It's your buddy Crowbro here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we got to Jubilife City, delivered the parcel to Barry, or Bloomew, however you want to call your rival, met a very particular, mysterious man roaming the streets, and, as you can see here, got our Poketch. And in this episode, we're going to continue on to the right side of the city in order to finally head to Oreburgh City to finally see if we can go battle the first gym leader. But before we do that, Crowbro might have forgotten something while we were here at Jubilife City, and we're going to go do that now. So before you exit, you actually want to go up here into this building and talk to the young lady over here. Oh, your Pokemon are quite adorable. Here, try making it hold this, Quick Law. I read that wrong, I thought there was a period there, but we got the Quick Law. Essentially, give it to a Pokemon traditionally that's slower in terms of its speed stat, and it helps it become a lot faster in battle. In basic theory, if you're using it in the battle, maybe it'll have a chance of being a little bit faster than the Pokemon that it's actually battling. So it's more of a chance item. I wouldn't naturally recommend it. Maybe if you're more of a competitive battler, I would recommend it because you do have that odds and it is quite helpful. But it isn't necessarily the best, it isn't the best item for single player. So I wouldn't really recommend it. But again, each Pokemon and each item in each run is going to be your very own. So if you want to run it, go ahead. But personally, for me, I wouldn't recommend it. So, without further ado, let's head on to Route 203. Just to make sure, we do have our little Shinxie boy up front. So, I believe you are not the first battle. The first battle is actually up here. Alright. I get my get up and go from Pokemon. Here we go. Kricketot, Zubat. Wait, you got a Zubat? That's actually kind of surprising. Because there's only 2 places in the game as of this very point that you're actually able to get a Zubat. And that's either if you kept going straight, straight on up from Jubilife City, or if he went completely straight down this entire route, beat every single one of the trainers that were on this route, and entered the cave, because we actually do have a cave coming up at the end of this route. So the fact that you're at the beginning of the route, but you already have a Zubat, that's actually that doesn't make any sense. Because we're going to run through this entire route, and we're going to have to battle each one of these trainers. But he's the very first trainer on this route. And the only way you get a Zubat on this route, like I said, is if you go all the way down and you enter that cave. So that would have meant that he beat every single one of the trainers. So by theory, every single one... Oh, you used Confused Ray. Darn you. Okay. I believe our little Sparky boy can pull out of this. No! Oh, God. You did a lot more to yourself than I thought you would. And that's not good. Yes! Okay, you snapped out of confusion. That was actually really good. Oh, thank God you took him out. You did a lot more to yourself than I thought you would. You literally took away almost a third of your own HP, Sparky boy. I know you're good, but... you scare me sometimes, okay? You honestly scare me Oh, there's an item there. Let's go back really quick. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, it is either a potion or it is a Pokeball. Potion or Pokeball. There we go. Now, on to the second trainer, which I believe we can skip. I'm not actually going to skip him. Oh, I thought we could actually get that item. Never mind. Alright, then I guess we are going to battle this trainer. Most likely going to run into the tall grass. Okay, we got through. I'm never apart from my Shinx. Our bond is strong. Well, you know what? Your bond may be strong with your Shinx, but the bond between your Shinx and you will never be as strong as the bond between me and Shinxie boy. Do you hear that war cry? Do you hear the amazement that is Shinxie boy? Did you hear that war cry? Shinxie boy dominated the previous route. Are you not terrified of my awesome, gigantic level 11 Shinxie boy? Like, look at him. Okay, you are not terrified of my Shinxie boy. That's not good. That is not good. You're doing a lot more damage at the... That's a lot more damage than I would like to be seeing right now at this very point. I mean, we leveled up. And he healed up just a tiny bit. That's not what I like to be seeing right now. Like, not at all. Depending on how the next battle goes, because I believe we do have a few more. Oh, they put you there on purpose, you D word. That's a private part of a human body that I don't want to say. They're children. It's a Pokemon game. You must refrain from using that kind of language in most situations. Depending on how this battle goes is whether or not we're gonna heal. Which, I admit, I'm a little nervous. I mean, Shinxie Boy has proven himself a lot. But okay. Like I said, Shinxie Boy has proven himself a lot to be quite useful in certain battles. And I rely on them a lot. Oh, don't critical. Kill. No, not kill. Faint. Oh, thank God! This has been extremely nerve-wracking. You know what? We're gonna be right back. Cause I don't want Shinxie Boy to faint. We'll be right back. Alright, and so we're back where we started. We're not really where we started, but where we ended off. And our little Shinxie Boy is healed. Okay, on with the route. Next trainer. I found a trainer while looking for some Pokemon. What I'm pretty sure she's talking about it, because I mean, what other trainer would she be talking about? Because there's no other trainer in the tall grass. Oh, you have a lot. And you have Bidoof. If my memory serves me correctly, I am like 60 to 70% sure that not only will this battle give us enough XP to level up, but I am pretty sure that at level 13, Sparky Boy learns Spark, which will be his first electric type move. But I'm not 100% confident on that. I don't actually remember when he learns Spark. Somewhere up here on the screen, I'll put some text to indicate when Sparky actually learns Spark in this generation. Because the thing about Pokemon games is that more often than not, a lot of moves will shift around depending on the generation. Because some generations, they'll learn a certain type of moves during a certain type of level, and as the game goes on and new moves get added, you know, they'll learn different moves, and then that's how the game definitely progresses. It's like, for example, where one Pokemon will learn, maybe, for example, we'll use Shinx. I'm going to use a completely made-up example, so don't take my word on it. Let's say Shinx learns Spark at level 12, and obviously this is a 4th generation. So by level, by Gen 5, which is the next generation of games that came out after this one, electric type moves like Electro Ball, Charge Beams had been added to the game. So for example, maybe instead of Charge being learned at level 12, Charge was bumped up to maybe like level 17, level 18, so that they could put Charge Beam, I believe it's just Charge Beam or Electro Ball somewhere in those slots, so that they could accommodate for the new generation of moves, right? Oh, he does learn Spark! Yay! I completely forgot whether or not he actually learned Spark at that level, which is good. He learned it. So, you know what? Since he's level 13, he's beefed up a bit. We're going to go to Sierra. Sierra hasn't gotten any battle time this video yet. So we're going to have her take out the last of the Pokemon. She is rather close to leveling up to level 13, because I may or may not have actually spent a little bit of time training up my Pokemon to a certain point so that they can level up just a bit more before the video. So yeah, because Sierra originally at the beginning of the video was just at level 12. As you can see by her experience bar at the bottom, she's almost at level 13. So I did spend a little bit of time training her off screen. And there it is! Both of them are level 13, which is actually what I really wanted to accomplish by this point. Because, as you can see when we move up just a little bit ahead after this, there's a cave there. And most caves are known for one specific thing, rock type Pokemon, right? So, being that our little Sierra is a water type and she knows Bubble, I figured that would be the perfect spot to have her level up. I figured level 14 would be a good level before maybe the gym, maybe up to level 15 if we can get her that high. Maybe we'll keep her at level 14, I'm not 100% sure. But let's battle this. I didn't switch my Pokemon! I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. Let it be known that Crobra's a bit of a dum-dum. Hey, it's a Psyduck. You know what? We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep Sparky out here. Because this is the first time Sparky actually gets to use Spark in battle, so I figured being that it's a Psyduck water type, it makes sense. The first display of Spark. And if I'm not mistaken, Sparky actually might evolve soon, which is, a couple of videos ago I explained the whole method and idea that comes with evolving. He actually evolves, I believe, at level 14 if I'm not mistaken. So you know what? I think we're going to keep Sierra in the second slot for just a little bit longer and train up Shinxie Boy just a bit more so we can have him evolve. So we can finally have our first Pokemon in our party evolve. By talking to this Tiger, we get HM06, which we unfortunately cannot use unless we beat the first gym and earn the first gym battle. That's basically how much HMs work, is that you'll be able to use them in battle, but outside of battle and like the main overworld of the game, you won't be able to use certain HMs unless you have certain specific badges. In this case, we need the first badge for HM06, which is Rock Smash. Which, if I can show you real quick, once he stops talking, these boulders right here, not these right here, the ones that I'm standing right in front of, once we have the first gym badge, we can use Rock Smash outside of battle. Teach it to a certain Pokemon that can learn it, and these specific boulders that you can see my character standing right in front of, those ones you can break with Rock Smash outside of battle. I highly recommend, actually let's keep talking and I'll explain it in a little bit. And we get interrupted by a wild encounter, be a Zubat, yes! But I highly recommend, while I defeat the Zubat, that when it comes to HM moves, you don't actually teach them to a party member, because that might be a waste of a move slot. There are certain moves, certain HMs that are actually extremely valuable, such as Fly, Surf, I believe even Waterfall in this generation. Those are actually extremely valuable. I highly recommend teaching those 3 to your Pokemon. However, the rest, I don't. I highly recommend that you catch a separate Pokemon that you won't be using in your party to teach those other HMs in case you need them in battle, such as, I believe some of this includes Flash, though I'm not sure, Rock Smash, Rock Climb, Rock Slide, if I remember correctly, Strength. These are just HMs that you need in the overworld in order to help you complete the game a lot easier. I highly recommend you teach them to other Pokemon that won't be in your party. Why? Because most of the time, you're going to want to build your movesets around certain moves that you can use, and it's kind of a pain to cloud one of your slots with an HM move. So, for example, one of the best HM users in the entire Pokemon series is, wait for it, the evolution of Bidoof, which is Bibarel. Yeah, that's what Bibarel looks like. If you can see him on the screen, that's Bibarel. Because not only is he able to learn the normal type HMs, not only is he a great great Pokemon to learn the rock type HMs, such as Rock Smash and Rock Climb and maybe even Strength, he actually is able to learn Surf, Waterfall, and I think the only one that he can't learn is Fly. So he's a fantastic HM user. I highly recommend, either if you want, you can catch a Bidoof and train it up to a Bibarel, or wait a little bit later in the game because you actually are able to catch Bibarel in the wild. So, one of the two. You can do whichever one if you want to do that. I highly recommend you do that. Again, your own playthrough, you choose whatever you want to do, but that's just my advice to you guys. You didn't faint from that? You know what? We're going to finish you off with tackle. It's justice. That was one of the first moves that Shinxie Boy had. We're going to finish you off with tackle. And level 14. If my memory serves me correctly, something's about to happen. What? I guess you don't evolve at level 14? I could have swore you evolved at level 14! Did I miscalculate that or did I read it wrong? I mean, somewhere on the screen above when that happened, you're gonna see the text of when he's actually supposed to evolve. I swore that Shinx evolved at level 14. I guess we won't be seeing a Pokemon evolution this early in the game. I mean, we still might, depending on how we end up training our Sierra here. We might just get lucky enough with the upcoming battles that we have to train her up in order to get to her evolutionary state, which I believe it's either, I want to say that she evolves at level 16. I want to say that Piplup evolves at 16. Watch me be completely wrong on this. But I want to say that she does. Again, somewhere up there on the screen is going to be the real answer, because Crowbro doesn't remember his facts generally. I mean, let's look at my Dokkan videos, for crying out loud. Most of you that watch my Dokkan videos will see an amazing summon and an amazing pairing that pops up, and I legitimately won't remember, because I don't pay attention to that. I like to be surprised. I like to not know when certain things happen. Sure, I like to know and be consistent with my information, but sometimes I kind of could care less, because I like to be surprised with certain things. And that's why I tend to refuse to learn certain things, because it's a surprise factor. And sometimes in this day and age, spoilers are way too common, and I like to still have some surprise elements in my daily life, And that also includes in the type of runs in Pokemon and Dokkan and all of that stuff that I do in gaming, because I like surprises. At the end of the day, who doesn't? Huh? There's someone there. Bloomy, what are you doing at the gym? Why are you blocking the gym, dude? Huh? Oh, it's you, Crowbro. You finally got here? I read that totally wrong, because I thought that was an exclamation point at the end. You're slow like always. But anyways, the gym leader's tough. Like, seriously tough. If the gym leader's this tough, I wonder I wonder how he compares to my dad. Huh? I just drifted there. Anyway, the gym leader's gone off to the coal mine. If you want to take on the gym leader, you'd better go off into the mine. And then that's it? Okay. Well, the mine is actually here at the bottom part of town. Before we enter the mine, however, there are certain things that we can collect, which I need to run around for, because I do not remember where these things are. They're not over here. I do remember there are certain things outside of the mine before we enter the cave. So if they're not there, they should... Aha! There they are. The first item is going to be a dire hit. Dire hit. I'm trying to remember what a dire hit does. I'll probably look it up in a little bit or put it up on text. Second item is a yellow shard. Alright. Alright, with both items now collected, we can finally go into the caves. So, let's go. Now the cool thing... Ooh, items. Hang on. We can't... Damn conveyor belts. Pokeball, nice. Alright. Now, like I was saying before, I noticed the item and got distracted. There are actually trainers down here. Half of them will have Machops. Half of them will have Geodudes. I would highly recommend, if you have a Turtwig or a Piplup like I do in this scenario, then you bring either one of them out, because it's not a guarantee that you're gonna fight the trainer that either has the Machop or the Geodude. So it's better to have one of the advantages and have none of the advantages. Onyx! That actually is kind of shocking. So every time you enter a location, which is something that I actually haven't talked about, there's a certain type of percentage that a Pokemon has in order of popping up in a certain location. And Onix is actually on the rare side. Obviously, I'm not going to catch Onix for my team, but to encounter Onix in this cave is actually one of the rare sights. And it's actually pretty cool, in my opinion, that we managed to encounter Onix in one of our first tries. As you can see, this trainer specifically had a Geodude, so obviously the battle is going to be perfect for my little Piplup. Or if you had a Turtwig, perfect battle as well. The riskier part is if you try to bring a Chimchar, right? If you had a Chimchar, it would be really risky. And I would only recommend you bringing a Chimchar if you have already evolved it into a Monferno, which actually, out of all the starters, if I remember correctly, Chimchar is the only one that evolves at level 14, so that's more to your benefit, right? By level 14, once he evolves at level 14 into Monferno, he learns Mach Punch. So starting to, dealing with ground types and all that stuff, it's a lot easier because then you have a fighting type move. I see another item down there, and we're gonna get interrupted, so we're not gonna get the item. So I could be skipping these battles. I could have gone to the store. I believe they do sell regular repels, which repel is just an item where if you activate it in the wild, when you're in a certain location, Pokemon won't appear in the wild anymore unless they're higher level than yours. Or equal level to yours. But what I decided is, I believe you can also find Machopshire in the wild. Ooh, a potion. So if Geodudes or Onixes pop up, we're definitely going to battle them. But if a Machop pops up, by the way, that's the gym leader over there. I just want to get the battles done out of the way, so that's what we're doing first. 2 Onixes? I mean, again, it is harder to find an Onix here the first couple of times when I ran through this, because this isn't the first time that I've actually recorded this video. This is actually the 4th time I've recorded part 4. Ironic, isn't it? But the previous times that I've tried recording this, a lot of mistakes have happened, stutterings, and a whole bunch of mistakes were happening. At one point I got called, at one point I got a whole bunch of text messages from somebody, so it just wasn't lining up, right? And every single one of those times when I came into here, I never found an Onix at all. I didn't get an Onix whatsoever. So the fact that on the 4th time that we're coming in here, not only do we find 1, but we find 2 Onixes is actually really shocking to me. Again, somewhere in the screen beforehand when I was talking about it, and explaining the whole percentage thing in wild encounters, I wrote up there what's the wild encounter percentage for Onix to pop up. And I have a vivid memory that Onix was actually somewhat rare to find. Maybe not entirely rare, especially in Platinum, but I do have somewhat of a vivid memory that Onix was sort of rare here. Either that, or I'm completely mistaken by another Pokemon, which, if I am, I'll write it up there in text somewhere. But I believe he's the rarest one, right? So I find it really shocking that not only we've bumped into 1, we've bumped into 2, which is quite fascinating. I want to say that this trainer is actually the... Ooh, we got to level 15. Nice. Let's go. Hell yeah, you're going to learn Peck. But what... Growl. 100% we're getting rid of Growl. Yes, you're going to learn Peck. Peck. Because you're a bird. Peck. 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 I believe there is one more trainer. Ooh, an escape rope. Basically, if you're in a cave or in a dungeon, you use the escape rope. It automatically brings you to the entrance of the cave without you having to run through the entirety of the cave to get back to the entrance. I believe there is one more trainer. Nope, you were actually the last one. All right. So, without further ado, if we don't get interrupted, which we will be interrupted by a Zubat, Shinxie Boy would actually benefited from that battle, but like I said, you're not an Onix and you're not a Geodude, so we're gonna run. Let's talk to the gym leader. Okay, stand back and watch this. using the hidden move Rock Smash, a boulder blocking your way. Told ya. Fallen boulders need to be smashed so they get out of your way, or get out of the way. If you can get the badge from the gym in town, you'll be able to do this too. Of course, you have to beat the gym leader first. That'd be me. And then he just walks away. So with that, the gym leader will interrupt us by sending a wild Pokemon in front of us. What I was trying to say before I got rudely interrupted by another Zubat is that by doing that action, now the gym leader will finally be available at the gym. Really? Again, Geodude or an Onix, I'll battle it. Anything else, I won't. By the way, since we don't have repels, as you can see, I was running. The weird thing is, I think I already explained it in the video, but I'm not 100% sure if I did. If you walk, in an area where Pokemon can spawn, they spawn a little bit less. But if you run, they spawn a little bit more. So obviously the fact that I'm running encourages them to spawn more. As you can see me walking, of course, that time when I want to explain it, they spawn, right? They spawn immediately after. But yes, if you're ever caught in a situation where you don't have a repel, or you have to walk through a patch of grass in order to get somewhere, it's a lot safer to walk through it than to run through it. Because if you don't want to battle anything, you have more of a chance of getting through it by walking than by running. Okay, we're almost out. If we can just get through without being given a nut. No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it is healthy experience for Sierra. She is super effective against the ground type, so I mean, why not? It helps her, right? It trains her up just a little bit more for the gym, and at the end of the day, that's kind of worth it, you know? I mean, she's halfway already to level 16, so it's worth it. You gotta be kidding me, really? You couldn't let me out! I mean, it is my fault for running, but really? I was right there! Like, are you that desperate to be drowned by a little baby penguin? Like, really? Again, like I said, it's free experience, but dude, I was almost out. Finally, we're out. This level, a Pokemon won't spawn. It's just at the bottom level. And we're finally out. Now, before we challenge the gym, I absolutely want to go to the Pokemon Center because I will not battle the gym, knowing that both of my Pokemon are weak and the fact that they're PP or PowerPoint. Is it PowerPoint? I want to say it's PowerPoint. But their PP for their moves is low. So let's heal them up really quick. So with that, let's go battle the first gym, which now is open. Howdy, how's it going, champ to be? What's that I said to a really impatient boy earlier too? Wait, what? I probably read that wrong. The gym leader is a user of rock-type Pokemon. Well, listen, rock-type Pokemon really hate water, alright? They're also weak to grass-type moves. Gee, they sure have weaknesses. But don't think it'll be easy. You don't get the gym badge without covering for weaknesses. Going after the rock-type Pokemon with a fire-type Pokemon won't be easy either. That's all the advice I can give you. Thanks for listening. Correction, that is, it'll technically be easier because again, you get Chimchar, you evolve him to level 14, he will learn Mach Punch, that is a fighting type move that is also super effective against rock type. So there's a little advice for you there for those of you that chose Chimchar as your starter Pokemon. Without further ado, let's battle the little gym trainers out here. You avoided the long way around? Let's see why'd you do that. Well, my little young friends, I can tell you why I avoided it. I avoided it because I knew that my little Piplup would overpower your Geodude, and I wanted to make sure that I got experience before actually battling the gym. Because I want to get a certain thing happening before we get to the gym. Because I want it to happen. So you're gonna be You're essentially gonna become a sacrifice for little Sierra, okay? On to the second gym trainer. Only those who want to win can challenge the Pokemon gym. Well, our second little friend, it appears that we do want to win because we have a strategy up our sleeves. You have a Geodude? Well, take my Sierra! Bubble! I love how my voice went so dramatic into that, and yet it was so anticlimactic. And level 16! Watch me not remember and watch me screw this up again. You have an Onix, okay. I actually didn't expect you to have an Onix. Rock, oh, you missed, thank God. Level 9, there we go. Level 16. Your level 9 Onix has fainted, because I'm not going to say the D word or the K word. Ooh, that was a lot of XP. How humiliating indeed. And with that, what? Sierra, if you're watching this, you're evolving! For the first time in the series, in the Let's Play, we will witness Pokemon evolution. Congratulations, your Sierra has evolved into Prinplup. Ooh, you can learn Metal Claw! Metal type moves are also super effective against rock type and ground types, by the way, so that's even better! Yeah! We're gonna get rid of Pound! Oh my god! Dude! I mean, girl! You learned Metal Claw! Way to go! Oh my god. We're ready. We're so ready. Let's do this! Welcome. This is the Oreburgh Pokemon Gym. I'm Rourke, the Pokemon Gym Leader. I am but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with Rock-type Pokemon. As the Gym Leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer. And I'll need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. And with that, starts our first Pokemon battle. Now, as you can see, we're going to start off with a Geodude level 12. Pretty much we're just going to use Bubble, because as we can see, our Prinplup is going to be really overpowered. And pretty much annihilating, we pretty much annihilate everything as of the first turn. Normally what I used to do in Pokemon battles, especially with the big ones, is that, well, I used to read out the levels, the movesets, and the abilities that the Pokemon had. But this isn't gonna be a really tough battle at all, because not only do we have a second stage starter, but we have moves that are really super effective against it, right? And like I said, in the past, if you see my old Fire Red Let's Plays, I used to read off the level types, the abilities that they had, and the moves, and then explain what that is. For the first gym, at least only for the first gym, I felt that it wasn't necessary to do that, because more often than not, you're at a point in the game where you can pretty much take on the gym pretty easily. I mean, if you're at pretty much where I'm at, you know, with the Pokemon that I have, it's pretty easy to win, right? And because it was gonna be so easy to pretty much clear through the entire gym, I felt it unnecessarily to read all of those stats. I mean, maybe I'll put it in editing. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. But like I said, look at that. Immediately, all of that. Headbutt. Not going to do too much. Whoa, you did a little bit more than I thought. But like I said, that's pretty much it, right? Greenados faints. And with that, the gym battle is over. It's really not too hard. If you come in with a Turtwig who's already evolved into a Groudle, or like me, a Piplup who's already evolved into a Piplup, or even a Chimchar who's evolved into a Monferno and knows Mach Punch, it's really easy to beat this battle. So again, that's why I felt it wasn't necessarily to read the stats like I normally do. But anyway, let's read the text. This is embarrassing. I went and lost to a trainer who didn't have a single badge, but that's tough. You were strong, and I was weak. That's all there is. According to the Pokemon League rules, I have to give you our gym badge, since you've beaten me, the leader. Here's your official Pokemon League Coal badge. We have received our first gym badge of the series. Having that Coal badge means that your Pokemon can now use the hidden move Rock Smash outside of battle. You should also take this too, obtaining the TM76. That TM contains the move Stealth Rock. It is a move that inflicts damage on foes that switch into battle. Incidentally, the TM will teach its move to the Pokemon instantly, but a TM will break once it's used. So make sure certain Pokemon you want will learn the move. Now that is actually true. Every single game up to the 4th generation, that actually does happen, where if you use a TM, it'll immediately break upon use. If my memory serves me correctly, I might be wrong, but if my memory serves me correctly, either starting at Gen 5 or starting at Gen 6, you could use a TM over and over and over and over and over again, and it'll never break. It'll always be there. If my memory serves me correctly. I might be wrong, but I believe starting in Gen 5, that's when that happens. So, if we go to our trainer card, if I remember how to do this, there it is! We can actually shine our Coal badge, which I used to believe that shining it only took, it was only up to the 2 stars, until one day I got bored and kept doing this. It actually takes a while. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna take a while. Give me a second. We get 4 stars. That's when you know that your gym badge is actually up to the shiniest. Now, before we continue, I do want to check something. We have 11 Pokeballs. I'm pretty sure by the fact that we have 11 Pokeballs, you guys will know exactly what I'm going to do. Hopping over to Route 207. Ooh, there's an item. But we're going to run into the tall grass. And bump into a Cricketop, which I'm not looking for a Cricketop. That's actually the first time I heard Primplum's cry. I actually kind of like it. Again, I've never used any of them at all, so that was the first time that I ever heard it. So let's get the item really quick. Another Pokeball. Nice. So let's keep searching in the grass, because there is something that I am trying to find. It is not a Machop. I actually have always wanted to use a Machop. I won't lie, I really have always wanted to use a Machop, but I never have. Because Machop, like I explained earlier in one of the videos, or better yet, how Sierra explained in another video, is that for those Pokemon, you need to trade to get their final evolution. If I remember correctly, I'm going to keep searching for a little bit, because I do believe that they're here. I say there because I don't want to spoil what I'm searching for. So until then, you know what? Let's put Sparky up front. We're going to put Sparky up front in case we can train for a little bit. But I want to say that they're here. I have a distinct memory that they're here. Come on. There it is! Okay, there it is. Our third team member is oh god, you're level 5. Please don't KO. Please don't KO. Please don't. Oh, ooh, that was close. That was really close. But you didn't faint, which is really good. But yes, our third Pokemon that we will be using for the series is a Ponyta. Look at that, we caught it on the first try. There we go. Our official third team member is going to be a Ponyta. I had 2 names in store because I didn't know whether we were going to catch a male or a female. Our Ponyta is female. So yes, we do want to pick a nickname. I actually thought about this for a while, and one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid was a DreamWorks movie that came out, if I remember correctly, in 2002 by the name of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Had our Ponyta been male, obviously I would have called him Spirit. But since our Ponyta is female, and for those of you that might have watched the movie, I am actually gonna name our Ponyta after the second main horse in that movie, which is, as you know, the love interest of Spirit per se. So, our Ponyta will be named Rain. So, welcome to the team. And I think that's a really good place to end it. We got through the entire route, we finally got to Oreburgh, we got to the gym leader, beat the gym leader, and we got our 3rd team member. I think this is a really good spot to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode because we ended up doing quite a lot. In the next episode, we're actually going to be needing to head back to Jubilife City because there is something that we got to do over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And, in case I don't see ya,
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
thanks for watching.